All right, today we're going to dive into something you've probably seen but maybe never really thought about. It's a fascinating connection between psychology, branding, and, well, having more money than you know what to do with.
I mean, you've definitely seen it, right? You think of Steve Jobs, you picture the black turtleneck, you think of Mark Zuckerberg, you see that plain gray t-shirt. It kind of feels backward, doesn't it? If you had unlimited money, wouldn't you have the most incredible wardrobe? Why would you choose something that looks like it came in a value pack? Well, it turns out this has nothing to do with a lack of style. Oh no, it is a calculated and really powerful strategy. And that strategy all starts inside the human brain. The number one reason for the billionaire uniform is actually a psychological trick. It's designed to protect their single most valuable resource. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about mental energy. The core idea here is something called decision fatigue. And this is a real documented thing. Think about your ability to make good choices like it's a battery in your phone. Every single decision you make, big or small, drains a tiny bit of that battery. So by the end of the day, you're running on low power, and that's when your judgment starts to get, well, a little glitchy. And this isn't just some theory that tech founders use. Here's what former President Barack Obama had to say about his own approach. And it makes total sense, right? When the decisions you're making can literally impact millions of people, you can't afford to waste any of that precious brain power on what color your tie should be. You automate the small stuff so you can stay 100% sharp for the big stuff. And this just perfectly shows how much small stuff we're all dealing with. 35,000. That's about how many decisions an average adult makes every single day. From the moment you argue with your alarm clock to what you're going to eat for breakfast to which email you're going to open first. By creating a personal uniform, these leaders are basically just hitting the delete button on thousands of these little energy-draining decisions. But okay, it's not just about the internal psychology. That's only half of it. The second reason is all about external strategy and the incredible power of a personal brand. Think about it. A simple, repeatable outfit becomes an unforgettable part of who you are in the public eye. It's like a visual shortcut. When you see that black turtleneck, you instantly think of Steve Jobs. That consistency makes these figures instantly recognizable and just cements their image in our minds. It is personal branding at its absolute most efficient. And this is where that choice becomes a really clear message. Let's compare the two. You've got the traditional executive attire, right? The power suit. That projects authority, hierarchy, tradition. It's all about impressing the old guard. But then you have the founder's uniform, and that communicates something completely different. It signals innovation, focus. It's not about commanding from on high. It's about inspiring the team and being relatable. Okay, and this leads us right to the final piece of the puzzle. This is all about public relations and the very subtle art of communicating with your clothes. It's a concept people often call stealth wealth. You know, in a world that can be a little skeptical of extreme wealth, this minimalist look sends a very carefully crafted message. It says, I'm focused on my work, not my money. It says, I'm relatable. But, and here's the genius of it, those simple clothes, they're often incredibly high-quality, luxury items. A t-shirt might cost $500. It doesn't shout wealth, it whispers it. The real message is, my product is the luxury, my ideas are the statement, and I'm here to build, not to show off. So, we've got the psychology, we have the branding, and we have the messaging. Let's pull all these threads together now and look at the full strategy. So the most important thing to get is that the simple wardrobe is anything but simple. It's a really smart, multi-layered strategy. It starts inside with the psychology of saving your mental energy. That then fuels the outside goals, building a memorable brand and sending a very specific message of focus and relatability. It's just a masterclass in efficiency, really. And this whole idea brings us right back to you. I mean, you may not be running a multi-billion-dollar company, but the principle is exactly the same. Every choice we make, including what we decide to wear, tells a story. It communicates something about our priorities and our focus. So the question to leave you with is, what message are you sending?